welcome to episode 50 of the Luke and Lewis Show. It's going to be our most positive episode ever. I'm excited.
It
Luke,
is.
How are you feeling?
If you listen to our last hotel episode, probably was episode 47, maybe 46, who knows?
Hey, you know what? If you got that wrong, no worries.
Doesn't
Doesn't
matter.
matter. The main thing that matters, Luke, is that you're here with me, my best friend.
Thank you.
Hanging out, doing a positive podcast. You look nice.
We decided that, look, in the past, maybe we've encouraged negativity in our community, and that is the last thing we want to do as a show. So we decided to make episode 50 of our podcast, which is this episode. Woohoo! Our most positive episode yet. Go us, go team. High
I
five.
love the enthusiasm, man.
Great.
That's really good. However, loving the positivity in this episode, but unfortunately, episode 51. We did have to schedule in our most negative podcast ever. So the sound off section of this episode is going to be so good. And I almost called it a comment section, but that's okay. Everyone makes mistakes.
I forgive you, man.
Thank you so much, dude. And the sound off section is going to be so positive. It's going to be full of love and compliments and just really great banter and everyone getting along and world peace. Episode 51 is going to be a war zone. But until we get there, it's going to be super positive. Keelan's with us. He's here. He's cracking open a Kirk's.
A Keelan signature
Keelan's
crack.
back. And we couldn't do this show without Keelan. There's no way we could ever do it without
So
him.
I want to be seeing a lot of positive sound offs for Keelan. You know who we even like?
Yeah.
Radio Mike.
Yep.
Yeah.
I got heaps. I've got so many nice things to say about him.
Yeah. Are you doing that thing that your parents used to say that if you don't have anything nice to say, you just don't say anything at all? Are you doing that thing?
Guys, it's our most positive episode ever. So let's get into the show. Let's have a great one. I hope you guys enjoy the show. And guys, let's start off with something super positive, Luke. We actually talked about last episode, the celeb spot king.
Yes.
Daniel Tocknell.
Yeah. We need to feel... so firstly, welcome, Keelan. You haven't spoken yet.
Thanks, guys.
No worries.
And we need to fill you in on what happened yesterday. We found the best Instagram account
Ever.
ever.
The best Instagram ever. Did you go up to much on the holidays, Keelan?
I just drank a lot of creamy soda, parked in all the disabled spots, and fucked my girlfriend on the beach.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Was there much sand?
In which one? The creamy soda? No, it's just sugar and pink.
Well, I thought it was sugar-free.
Oh, this is sugar-free, but
You kind of sound like...
You sound sick.
You sound
because
sick.
we were on holidays, I had sugar. Now I'm back to sugar-free.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
cool.
Yeah.
Well, how was the beach sex?
Yeah, good. Lots of sand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know your mum listens to this. So really, I wouldn't
Hey.
say anything too graphic.
Hey, Mum, how are ya? Miss ya.
Kind of sounds like it's... You
Sounds
know
like
what it
you're
sounds
hitting
like?
on.
This is how sick you are. It sounds like, for some reason, Radio Mike doing an impression of Keelan, a bad impression.
No, but we wouldn't have that in our most positive episode
No.
yet because we're all about positivity
I
here
know,
and not
that's
about
just-
making
I'm
fun
saying,
of each
I'm
other.
saying that's how sick you are, but it's fine that
You
you're
must be
sick.
quite sick.
Hope you get better.
Yeah.
I'm feeling really good.
Oh, okay. Well, did you do much on the holidays? What did you get up to?
You've already asked
I
him
already
that.
told you.
Yeah, but like anything else?
Keelan,
Keelan?
can you get less sick? Do you reckon by the end of the episode? Or are you
Yeah,
going to
probably.
keep talking like that?
Nah, probably I'll be all right.
Okay, that's good. That's good. Okay, great.
Keelan, what did you think about Radio Mike last year winning Guest of the Year? I guess we never really asked you for your response because Radio Mike called, if you didn't hear the loogies, Radio Mike really called Keelan out when he won Guest of the Year. So Keelan, would you
Keelan,
like
kinda
to do an
started it.
official response from Keelan himself?
Yes.
Yeah.
My response to Mike is that you're a great guy and what you said was true.
Yep.
Everything you said was true and I completely acknowledge my faults as a person and all the mistakes I've made on this show.
Well, that's a lot. There's a lot to
Yeah.
acknowledge.
Yeah,
Really?
I know.
Do you want to start acknowledging them now? Do you want to just list a few off? You don't have to do all of them because, that'd be quite a long 3 hour, 5,
Yeah.
8,
Yeah,
10
we don't
hour
have time.
episode. But if you could just list off maybe like your top 5.
All the typos.
Yeah, typos.
Yep.
That's fine. All 5 of them.
That's a lot more than 5. Okay, but that's good. And you know what, Keelan? I forgive you because this is all about positivity. And let's hope that 2020 can be a new year, new editor.
Yes.
So hopefully, You step up that game, and we'll take over the podcast.
Or otherwise,
together.
we'll get a new editor.
Yeah, hey, man, that's not
positive for our show.
Oh, that is great. That would be quite a positive thing.
Positive for the new editor as well.
Yeah.
So, Keelan.
Yes.
We did talk about a thing in our show yesterday. Tuesday's episode was titled our new favorite Instagram account. I discovered, my mate sent me an Instagram account. You can search it if you want. Search Daniel Tocknell 18 on Instagram.
Because you haven't seen this because you've been on holidays.
You probably wouldn't have seen it yet. It's this guy.
Daniel Tocknell.
Who takes photos. He's the celeb hunter king. He's hunted so many celebs since 2015. He's got photos with Charlie Sheen, Arnold Schwarzenegger. We're talking...
it's huge, isn't it?
Yeah.
How good is it?
Who is this guy?
So yesterday we unfollowed Mike Goldman and replaced him with Daniel Tocknell 18 because we want to get this guy on our show because we have so many questions to ask.
Yeah.
Going down, there's Lil Pump, Travis Scott, right? The only... person. Oh, by the way, he just followed us back on Instagram.
Yes,
very exciting.
That's positive.
Is this guy Australian?
Yeah, I think
yeah,
so.
He's
this
from Melbourne.
It's all the we recognise Melbourne.
There's
Airport.
heaps at Melbourne Airport.
Wow.
If you look in the background.
So initially we thought that maybe his dad worked at security or at the airport or something, but then we scrolled further down and it seems like before he worked at the airport was a hotspot. He was just going everywhere and anywhere to meet celebs.
So he met Delta Goodrem at a Westfield in Knox, which was, we thought, definitely a weighted meet and greet or a paid for meet and greet.
Yep.
So we really can't work out, and also we're trying to work out what the level of fame is you have to be to get a photo with him. I don't think we qualify yet, but I wonder if maybe we send in our good mate Reese Maston, maybe he'd qualify for an airport photo. I don't know. He's had a lot more mainstream fame than us.
God.
What?
Mate.
What?
Daniel Tocknell has a sister, Christine Tocknell. Have a look at this.
Oh my God.
No.
She does the same thing. Oh, it's a family affair.
Holy shit.
She's bigger on Instagram than him. She's got Lewis Capaldi there. There's a photo with Youngblood.
But they get photos with all the same people.
That's awesome. We have to get the Tocknell siblings on.
Oh my God.
So is it a parent thing?
I don't know.
It must
be a brother-sister thing.
Also a nice photo with their boyfriend on New Year's Eve. That's cute.
Oh, that is cute. Is he famous?
No, I don't think so.
How did you find the account?
My mate sent it to me saying, you got to check out this. It's amazing. He's
I
been
only
posting
just found Christine then.
Just celeb photos since...
Christine posts more of a variety, but she seems to be a collector as well. Little bit more of a hobby project for her.
There's Christine with John Travolta.
That's fucking insane. John Travolta.
In Adelaide. So she went hunting for
is
John in
that
Adelaide, do you reckon?
Man.
Oh, Jack Vidgen qualifies, so maybe she will be interested in a Maston pick.
Can I say...
Yes, maybe that's how we get him
X
in. We go,
Factor.
hey, we've met Reese Maston.
We can get you in contact with Reese.
Yes.
Daniel Tocknell does follow Reese Maston.
Okay.
Ooh, so he's interested.
Right.
That's good.
That is good. This is all positive.
Dude,
Jeez, this episode's off to a great start. Good work, Keelan. Keep hunting.
There's Christine with a Hemsworth.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's essentially this I guess youngish brother and sister combo. We now realize from Melbourne.
It's just a story that keeps
celeb
on
hunting.
giving.
And I guess the goal for the show is the same like how we wanted to do a live Mike Goldman's Instagram likes with Mike Goldman. Dream achieved. We unlocked that on the show.
Yep.
We've leveled up now. We want to do a celeb spot episode, an entire episode of celeb spots with Daniel and Christine, because they'd be able to talk about it for hours.
Oh, for sure.
It could be a 3-part series, like a mini doco.
Oh, yeah. Now, as Luke said...
We should just do a day in the life of a celeb hunter. We should go with them to the airport one day and see how much...
try and hunt someone. Oh,
we should go on a celeb hunt with them.
This is positive. Episode 50. Man, 2020 is going to be amazing.
Everyone, comment how much you'd like to see that. Because...
Yeah, we'll make it happen. Support us on Patreon. We'll fly a whole team out.
No, we don't need it. I think they're from Melbourne.
Oh,
we can just hang out at the airport for a day and not go anywhere.
All right. Well, we'll take
What
Keelan.
about next
Would you
time
be
we
down
have
to
a
film
flight?
that?
Yeah, I'd film it for sure.
Awesome. Great.
You might even want a photo with me.
Maybe not, but would you do that for free? Would you do that for free, unpaid?
Yeah, I'll pay you to do it.
Oh,
How
thank
much?
you.
$100
Oh,
an
steal.
hour.
An hour.
Yeah.
Deal. Oh, that's going to be
Keelan,
great.
you've been
24
so
hours.
generous.
Yeah.
Just positive
It's a
vibes
positive
are rubbing
episode. I
off.
want to give back to the fans.
That's great. Well, thanks, K-Dog. Now, we're making some progress with Daniel Tognall.
It's a cool nickname, by the way.
What?
K-Dog.
Yeah.
Stuff, dude.
Yeah, I know. I think that's great. And well done on your new nickname, K-Dog.
Thanks, guys. I like it. Keep calling me that.
I-
And all the listeners should get on board as well.
K-Dog.
Woof.
Now, we're making progress with Daniel Tognall. Obviously, we wanted to get him on the show. It
So-
took us about a year almost to get Mike Goldman on the show.
Yeah.
So we were thinking something a bit similar with Daniel Tognall.
Keelan, we did tell people yesterday to politely comment on Daniel Tognall's photos and tell him, and maybe just get across the vibe that we're interested.
Yeah, make
in-
it seem organic though. We said
Yeah, we didn't-
compliment the photo that he's posted already.
Don't act keen, don't act keen, because we don't want to. You know what? I've had an experience with this in the past on my personal podcast.
Osher Ginsberg.
I freaked out Osher,
Yeah.
and Osher's now freezing me out. I think.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Oh, I'm freezing him out because
Why
I
would
just
you do that?
I came
This
on
is
too
such a
strong,
positive
so now I need to act like I'm not keen anymore.
Okay, that's good. Giving
Totally
him
am,
the space that he needs.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
So
good.
what happened was everyone tweeted, DM'd Osher Ginsberg, like, you need to come on this guy's podcast. And I was
A little
already
bit too
I
aggressive.
was already in contact with his management. And
Yeah.
then I think Osher, there was one day where we were going to meet. Then after that day got rescheduled. From then on, he was never that keen again because
Yeah.
I think he thought he was going to get murdered. And that's
Yes.
fair.
Yeah, and that is fair. That is quite fair. And you know,
Because
good
when
on
you get asked to
Osher.
come on a podcast called Memoirs of a White Guy by a bunch of, 16-year-old boys.
Yeah. Swearing and go on the fucking
Fucking
podcast.
podcast,
And hey,
yeah.
that's episode 51 behavior. We don't want that. here.
How'd you get in touch with him?
Osher.
Yeah.
I mean, I used to DM him, but I wanted to do it properly.
Yeah.
I just with his management and
Yeah.
we worked at the radio station. That's the thing. I always had a way in, but I wanted to do it properly. Like our producer James has his number,
Yeah.
but I don't want to be the guy who asks someone. Because when you're big and you give someone your number, you're giving it in trust. Like
Yeah,
if you're famous,
You don't want to give it out.
Because
Yeah.
I was going to say,
you have his number.
I
probably.
have his personal email,
Yeah.
and I sent him an email once because I needed to get in touch with him about something work-related.
Yeah.
So it was a professional email. Never heard back from him.
Really.
Yeah.
Maybe
Osher.
Osher's a hard man.
Osher's just
The
got
last time we heard of him
wall
on our
up.
show was he was in Richmond buying a Rolls Royce. So
I
think
heard
he's
that.
part of the
yeah,
elite
I was
few now.
here because I work on the show.
Yeah. Yeah, that is true. So
Anyway, so what we're saying is,
Yeah.
don't do that. 'cause,
no.
you
And
know,
also because Daniel only takes photos with celebs. Christine might be an easier in. We now know that.
don't
We
act
could
cool
work
like
on Christine
celebs.
first, and then Daniel could come later when we're more famous, when we meet the cut.
you need to rock up. If we ever meet him, you need to rock up looking full Lewis Spears, leather jacket, sunnies on.
AR-15.
Yeah, you need to rock up. Maybe not to the
at
airport.
Yeah, maybe not at the airport. Yeah. I would like to fly without having a travel ban.
Yeah,
So that'd be
Sounds
good.
like you're describing a band level of Call of Duty.
So what we wanted was for you guys to compliment the photos, boost his followers up a bit, but then also say, have you ever seen these celebrities, Luke and Lewis, right? Because he has to think that we're celebs, otherwise we don't meet the
He won't
cut.
be interested.
Luke, his
What happened?
latest
I haven't
photo.
checked it out.
His latest photo.
Who's the celeb with?
Lewis Capaldi.
And he's a
Huge.
singer.
He's like the next Ed Sheeran.
What's his
I
big
think.
song? I know it.
Somebody that
Can
you
you sing
used
it,
to
Keelan?
love.
Keelan's
know it?
not very good at singing.
It
generally.
sounds like Maya He, Maya Ha. It's like somebody na he, somebody na na. I was getting kind of used to being someone you love. Somebody
it
na
is.
he.
It also
Man,
sounds
it
a little
does
bit.
sound like that song.
it
I've
also-
never
that's
thought
exactly
I
that.
what
also
Same.
thought you were going to go into somebody that I used.
Used
He's
to
just
know.
combined two
Yeah.
songs.
Yeah.
Great. Well, under that photo of an A-lister, every single comment, all of them, is just, wow, awesome photo. Have you met Luke and Lewis?
Yes.
Wow, this is so cool. Out of interest, have you met Luke and Lewis? They're the next big thing from Ruby. Someone's just gone, Thomas goes, how crazy would it be if you met Luke and Lewis? Joshua says, good photo, my dude. You should try and get a photo with Luke and Lewis.
That's great. Keep up
this
the
is,
great work.
This is great. And then it's not just on the most recent photo of Youngblood. Wow, awesome photo. Have you met Luke and Lewis? We've got a photo of Gunner. This is incredible. Have you thought about getting one with Luke and Lewis? They're at the airport all the time.
Right.
This is really great. And you know what? He's followed us.
He's interested.
Mm-hmm.
So now,
do we reach out via DM?
what's the
Or
next
is it too
step?
soon?
Wait.
Are we? You know what?
You know what?
Maybe we need to become more famous, Luke.
No, let's play it cool and
Yeah.
see if he reaches out to us.
Okay.
But in the meantime,
Yeah.
let's try and become famous.
As famous as we can. Well, what do we need to do to become famous?
Sex tape.
Keelan?
As long as it's on the beach. Another avenue is he has a personal Facebook as
Okay,
well.
now we're stalking him.
his
Yeah.
his
And
profile, his cover
profile
photo.
has a lot of celebrities as well.
Who's his profile picture? Who's his?
Looks like Chris Hemsworth, and I'm not sure
Who's
who
that
that
woman?
No, that's
woman
his
is.
cover photo.
Who's this
Oh.
woman?
I don't know who this blonde woman is.
She must be very famous.
Is that
if
Wiz
she's next to
Khalifa?
Chris.
Wiz Khalifa.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's Wiz
No,
Khalifa.
that's Juice World, you fucking idiots. I mean,
Sorry.
sorry, guys. No worries, you know. It's very easy to get some people confused, especially if you're not the biggest
Mate,
fan of rap.
they all look the same to me, and I mean rappers. How dare you?
Okay, you were going down a very dangerous
was.
path, but then you
Rappers.
said rappers,
Yeah.
and I was like, yeah, you
They all
know
got
what? You got to
shit hair.
Hey, this is episode 50, all right?
Oh.
Save that for episode
Sorry,
51.
I forgot where I was.
All right, get out of your chair.
But that's not very positive, is it?
All right, you can sit there. Hey, make yourself comfortable.
Thank you.
That's all right.
I will. And I apologize for that.
Yeah, that's
That wasn't
all right.
very episode 50 of me.
Hey,
I love their hair.
yeah, that's great.
More
So,
like Wiz.
Wiz Khalifa. That's his name, and that's what we're going to call him.
Yeah, Wiz. Keep up the great work, Khalifa.
Yes.
Yeah. Awesome. Cool. So,
So I think that we need to become more famous and play it cool. So what are the ways that we could become more famous?
well, I've suggested sex
to reach the
tape.
cut. Well, I think Keelan's got that covered.
Yeah, true.
But what can we do?
Well, that's the easiest way. That's
Well,
how
actually,
Kim
what
did
can
it.
you do?
I mean, I'm already pretty famous
Yeah.
on a certain platform.
TikTok.
If I keep TikToking,
Yeah.
do you reckon I can get big enough where Daniel will want a photo with me? How many
So-
followers do you think I need on TikTok? Because I currently have 21,500, which
Okay.
is famous. I'm so huge.
So
on it.
21,000 followers on TikTok versus all of the Avengers films, Chris Hemsworth. How many followers on TikTok do you need to equal at least a solo Marvel film?
You probably
a
need to
billion.
get bigger than Will Smith on TikTok
Yeah. Okay. That seems a little bit difficult.
in a week as well.
Yeah. Okay. How about if we get?
We could. I got it.
Yeah.
Let's post a sex tape to TikTok.
Well, I think you. I admire the creativity and the
thank
passion.
you for your
Luke,
positivity.
but I seem to think that you're really stuck on this sex tape idea, which you know, we'll put it in the maybe pile, mate.
Okay.
I'm not saying it's a bad idea because that's some episode 51 shit. I would never do that in episode 50.
Yeah, stay
right?
positive.
I'm staying positive. I'm trying to remain very positive, but it just seems like, it's a bit of positive, constructive feedback.
And I'll take
right?
it.
A compliment sandwich, right? Firstly, Luke, love the passion,
Love
all
the
right?
energy.
That's the top layer of the sandwich.
Thank you.
Middle bit, I feel like you could maybe do a little bit more than just one idea that's impossible and you couldn't post anywhere, right? But stay tuned for the rest of the sandwich,
Yeah.
right? You thinking, man, this is a bit average.
Yeah, it's not
Wait
very
till the
positive.
bottom layer, mate. This is a whole sandwich, all right? Love the hat.
Thank you.
That's all right.
Yeah, I actually left my preferred hat at my friend's house, so this is my second preferred hat, and I was feeling a little self-conscious of it.
Yeah.
So without that compliment,
Yeah.
I would have been a little bit worried the whole day that maybe you didn't like the hat. But it's great to know that you do. And now maybe it could be my favorite hat.
You know what? I
Maybe
reckon
that's
it
all I
could be your thinking cap to come up with another idea. Here's my idea, Luke. All right. If we can get Luke and Lewis on Instagram to 10,000 followers, right? Double digits. Right now we're only at 8. That's like, that's a hot
Currently,
girl.
we can't even swipe up.
Can't even swipe up. So
feel like an
why do we
idiot.
even deserve a selfie with Daniel Tocknell?
Yeah.
If we can get to 10,000 Instagram followers,
Yeah.
maybe then we'll meet the fame cut.
Yeah.
Even if Daniel wants to do our show, we'll go, sorry, we don't meet the cut. It's not you, it's me.
True. So we will not get Daniel Tocknell 18
Yeah.
on the show
Until we
hit
meet the
10K.
cut. Yeah.
Yep, that's fair enough.
And guys, I think in such a positive environment, we could get that done because Geez, we need to get it done before episode 51.
In an ideal world,
yeah.
as well, one of us, at least one of us, needs a blue tick. I have a blue tick on Facebook.
I've got a blue tick on TikTok.
Do you have one on Twitter?
No.
Oh.
I got one. That's the
YouTube. No, your YouTube's verified.
I got Facebook, and I've got my Facebook personal account for some reason.
Right.
TikTok and YouTube.
So if you've got a blue tick on TikTok, have you got a blue talk on TikTok?
Hey, Keely, can I give you a compliment sandwich?
A little bit of constructive feedback, but in the middle of the sandwich, of course.
Do you want to make the sandwich?
I'll give you the top layer.
Yeah.
Keelan. Jeez, it's hard, isn't it, with Keelan?
Yeah.
Sorry, is this episode 50 still?
Yeah, it is.
It's annoying. Can we skip ahead to 51 for a bit?
How about you save your feedback for episode 51? Because as my mum always says, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. So that's great. We'll come back to that in episode 51, Thanks. Guys. Stay tuned. It's going to be the most negative episode yet. But right now we're in the positive space, positive vibes, and that's what we're all about. So
Woo!
Make sure you like this video.
Yeah.
Geez, episode 51 is going to be our most disliked video that we ever uploaded to the channel. And you know what? I can't complain. That's just the rules. You know, I made the rules, but I can't complain because complaining is negative, and this is a very positive space. So this is going to be our most liked episode yet. So that's great.
Yeah, this doesn't become our most liked episode.
Yeah.
And then the next one becomes our most disliked. I'll be pretty disappointed.
But then we come out pretty even.
Yeah. Yo, it is Luke interrupting whatever we were talking about. Who cares what we were talking about? It's probably nonsense. Probably not as good as knobby underwear. Now, you're probably thinking, oh, guys, we get it. Knobby underwear is the best and most comfortable and affordable subscription underwear in the world. What more could you tell us? We agree. We cannot tell you anymore how good Knobby underwear is. We've told you. If you're a regular listener to our show, I can't speak because I'm so excited about Knobby underwear. If you're a regular listener to our show, you'll know that you've heard it all. Yes, it comes to your doorstep. Flexible subscription, change any time. But so you know what? I thought we'd mix it up today, and I'll just call a complete stranger, a completely random number on my phone. I'll just make it up right now. And let's just see what a stranger thinks of Knobby underwear. Maybe they haven't heard of Knobby underwear, but if so, I'll tell them. But let's just call this. This is a roll of the dice. This mightn't go well, but everyone likes Knobby underwear, so hopefully it goes well. Let's see if they pick up. Hey, this is just a complete stranger on the line. Complete stranger, what do you think about Knobby underwear?
Oh, you mean is that underwear that's like it's like the best underwear ever created?
Yes, it is that. Oh my god, I can't believe this. So you've obviously heard of knobby.com.au, which is where you can get the underwear.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of where I heard of them from. I heard of them. Hang on. It's because I'm wearing them. I'm wearing them, and they're really comfortable.
So this is what I'm telling you guys. This is a complete stranger. This is not planned, but everyone has Knobby underwear, so you should just go get them. So
who is this?
Oh, sorry. My name's Luke. I do a podcast, and we have a sponsor called
podcast do you do?
Luke and Lewis.
Ah.
Yeah. You probably might have heard of me. I have a solo one. It's a lot more popular. Memoirs of a White Guy.
You're that guy that lies about how popular he is. Yeah, I've heard of you.
Yeah, right. Well, but the main thing is you have heard of me, huh?
Yeah. No good things.
You probably
mostly just. Oh, is that you don't own me, guy?
No. You probably have heard of Luke Hidgel from TikTok because I'm TikTok famous. Have you seen my TikToks?
Yeah, is that the one where you ignore the signs, or is that something different?
No, that's something different.
Oh, I've only seen that.
Okay. Well, I've got a lot.
This is boring. Can we talk about underwear, please?
Yeah, sorry. So yeah.
You're gonna call me. I want to talk about something I actually like, not some fucking guy that wears silly glasses and does the opposite of things.
Oh, I just think
great.
that is also good. Both are great.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you said yep. So anyway, guys, look, that's just a complete stranger. We'll probably hang up on them now. But the point is, complete stranger, where can you get this crazy good Knobby underwear from?
I got them from this website nobby.com.au.
Yes.
And it cost me $20 a month, which is good because it's quite cheap. And I was thinking, is there some kind of lock-in contract? But I just looked at the terms and conditions. You can cancel at any time. So it's kind of like risk-free, you know?
Yeah. Oh, well, there you guys. You've heard it from another satisfied customer, just a complete stranger. Thanks very much for joining us, complete stranger.
No worries. Do you know that Lewis guy, yeah?
My co-host. Yeah. Why?
Yeah. Could you tell him to add some more shows? Everything he does just sells out, and I keep trying to get tickets, but I'm always left bitterly disappointed because they sell out so fast.
Man, you should just go to Gympie. He can't move a single ticket there.
I would never go to Gympie. How dare you?
Oh, dude, just move to... He's gone. Sorry, the complete stranger just hung up. But guys, there you have it. Nobby.com.au. Now back to the podcast.
So, why don't we keep the positivity flowing, right, and do a segment that everybody loves? Yep. Why don't we do thoughts?
Great.
Now, Luke, did I organise the sound effects for thoughts? The answer to that question, I've got it here.
Doesn't matter. You know why?
Why?
Because you do great work on this show all the time, Lewis. Yeah. And one little mistake isn't going to be a detriment to the rest of the quality of the show. I think that you've been bringing so much...
Now, I've got the Now, but do I have the music? I do not. Wait, hey, you know what? Just keep complimenting me while I find the music.
Do we need the... Oh, that is great typing. You are... is that a new jumper?
Yeah, it is actually.
I thought so.
Yeah,
what does it sound like?
It says Lacoste.
And you know, man, I always love your new fashion choices.
Why do you like this one?
I like this one because you look like a tennis player who didn't quite make it, but that's okay.
But I still got the brand deal.
Yes, because you look like an injured tennis player, but one that's doing a lot of charity work on the side.
Right, because he has so much money that he doesn't...
because they're such a kind person, just like me, in this episode, that they're getting a lot of stuff done on and off the court. So that's what you look like. Yeah. And I think it's great. And
Hey, Luke.
I'm going to do what my mum said.
I like the words you're saying, but the tone... just needs
you know what?
A little tweak.
I'll take Sharon Kidgell's advice.
Yeah. Well, hey Lou, thanks for stalling there. Love the stalling. Couldn't find the music. I don't have that, but what I do have is sad music. So
I just don't think that fits the tone of today's show.
Okay, well, how about we'll just have
no music,
but we do have the.
What about if we say all the thoughts with a really positive spin and connotation on it, like maybe a bit of a tone shift from me.
Okay, all right. Let's do that. Keelan, do you have your thoughts ready?
Yes, I have a few thoughts today.
Oh, that's great.
I have one,
That's
actually.
pretty rare. That's good. He stepped it up. Generally comes in with 0 thoughts.
Oh, usually he just steals them off Reddit. So
no, these are all original. I was going to say original Mike thoughts, but they're original Keelan thoughts.
Or did you get them off Radio Mike? Because that also seems like something Keelan would do.
Mike, speaking of bloody professionalism and being positive, Mike brings so much to the show.
Radio Mike brings so much to this show, even when he's not on it. Like now.
Yeah.
Like Keelan's always racking ideas of him, going, so remember the Perth show? Mm-hmm. Keelan literally read out one of Mike's segments.
Do you know what episode we're currently doing? What episode are we up to right now?
50.
Yeah. And what episode is episode 50?
The most positive episode. And I was about to compliment
Mike. Well, go on. Oh, complimenting Mike. Okay. Yeah. But it seems like your compliment of Mike is a thinly veiled dig at Keelan, who's right here. So if you have something to say, right?
So I have a thought. And I was actually thinking about this. This is an original, and I will tell you why I had the thought. Mm-hmm. I was watching... Have I said the Moth one on the show before? Maybe I said it at the live show.
Mate, if you have said it, I loved it so much I would love to hear it again. If you have not said it, I would love to hear it for the first time, and so would the listeners.
You stop me halfway if I've already said it before.
All right, but with your permission, I will do that.
Okay. I was watching a moth fly into a light for about 5 minutes. Mm-hmm. Like just repeat, moths just repeatedly fly into lights.
Yeah.
And I had a thought, do you reckon before electricity and before lights were invented, moths were just constantly flying into open flame? Like fires.
Yeah, probably.
Maybe. And their wings they would have died, I guess, because their wings are quite thin.
I mean, they fly into like bug zappers.
died, by the way, and gone to heaven.
All moths go to heaven,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, I would say that they probably do that. I have a thought about moths, right? We only see them at nighttime mostly, unless they're trapped in the house.
Yep.
Right. So they come around at nighttime because they see lights and they fly towards it. Is the reason we don't see them during the day because they're flying towards the sun and some of them just end up in space?
I think they're nocturnal, I guess. Like they may be asleep during the day.
Yeah, but don't you think my idea sounds so much more exciting than the answer?
I
That's
feel like
probably
they
true.
wouldn't be able to get out of the atmosphere.
Yeah, true. It'd be weird if like Neil Armstrong was like one small step for man and then a moth just goes. He's like, what the fuck? They beat me here.
It's true. Yeah, well, great thought.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, no,
Thanks,
really
man.
good.
That's
And
great.
A great addition to mine as well. I like that you took
feel
what I
good
said
today.
about moths,
Yeah.
and then you just took it to a whole new level of creativity,
Yeah.
and positive energy.
Yeah, that's great, mate. Thanks. Great complimenting. Do you have another thought? just
No,
the
that
one?
was it. I had a couple from my mate Dean, but I mean, were we wanting to like? Obviously, this segment kind of started from an old radio segment called Dean's Thoughts.
Yeah.
Now, the reason why we stopped that segment was because Dean's thoughts sucked. So, in the past.
In the past. Oh, in previous
Yeah,
episodes.
but-
That's not episode 50.
Here's the thing,
Right.
but because it's episode 50,
Yeah.
I was thinking
You stepped
maybe.
it up.
Well, maybe we give it a new go because
Yeah.
it's a time for forgiveness. It's a time for a new beginning.
Yeah,
And
that's
I think
true.
maybe Dean's thoughts could have a
Yeah.
new life. Now, he is at work right now.
Yeah.
I don't think he can be on the show with us, but he's given me permission to share some of his thoughts.
Okay.
Did you want to hear it?
Oh,
Or-
absolutely, mate.
Quite a good one. He was a little bit intoxicated when he told me.
Uh-huh.
And so was I think, when I wrote it down, just from looking at the spelling.
Yeah.
But obviously, there is...
Or maybe you were so intoxicated that when you read it, right, the numbers just started and the letters started jumbling.
I'm not intoxicated now. Is that what you're implying?
Yes.
No.
Ah.
No. That seems like a negative assumption to make about me. He's not saying anything. So, obviously,
Yeah.
what are tacos made of?
Taco shell and beef, chicken,
In
lettuce,
particularly the taco shell.
like corn and flour.
Corn,
Corn,
right?
yeah.
More like a corn chip thing.
Yeah, corn chip type. Oh, like hard shell? Corn, big corn chip.
Dean was wondering,
Yeah.
why does Dorito taco flavor exist? Because if you chopped up a taco into
Yeah.
little triangles,
Yeah.
kind of a Dorito
Yeah.
without the original salt of flavor on it.
Now, love Dean's thought. Oh, sorry. Love Dean's thought, but I feel like maybe he's-
Doritos are made of corn chips, aren't they?
Yeah, but I would say that just like it's called a taco
But what is
shell.
taco flavor?
Like
what
the
is
whole
that?
the whole taco. It's like they call it a taco
Right,
shell.
so you're getting flavor of
look
the
at the-
beef, the lettuce.
Yeah, you don't look
Okay.
at the full thing and be like, that's a taco. You'd be like, that's the taco shell.
Right.
So I think that it's the flavoring, right? Obviously, Doritos, they have the taco shell bit sorted. They just need to add in the flavor of the rest of the taco.
That's true.
So that's what that. I feel like every time we do Dean's thoughts,
There's an easy
there's a
explanation.
really.
Well, this
he's
is-
thought so hard that he's just ended up in an alternate reality.
This is another one that I told him why I was wrong.
Yeah.
But this was another thought
Yep.
he had.
Okay,
And I thought it was great.
Yep.
Good on it. And I appreciate him sharing it.
and we love
Because
we love Dean.
I love learning.
Yeah.
And he said, do you think dogs, when they see each other, two different dog breeds,
Yeah.
say if a poodle meets a Labrador on the street, do you think there's such thing as dog racism? Like, do you think they're prejudice against each other? And I
Yeah.
said, well, here's the thing.
What about Labradoodles? Labradors and poodles fucked, and Labradoodles came out.
Well, I guess that's what the same thing is. But, I mean, I just think, I mean, do you reckon that's a thing?
Probably not. I don't know. I know that birds will discriminate against different colors. We have a bunch of lorikeets, and most of them are like the normal lorikeet, like red cheeks, yellow, and and a bit of grey. We
Yeah.
have one completely white bird. All of the other lorikeets
Just hate it.
fucking hate him.
Yeah.
I feel so sorry for it. He's like, oh, come on, guy, because he doesn't even know what he looks like. He's got no idea that
He
he's different.
Probably caught himself in a reflection before.
He would have seen a flap of a
Or
wing.
do they say black and white?
I don't know,
Dogs.
but he only sees wing. For all he knows, that's just a white tip like everybody else. He doesn't know that he
yeah.
looks like he's dressed up in the Klan.
Maybe that's why they hate him.
That's probably
Maybe
why
he
they
isn't.
go, "Oh, get out of here, you racist!" But really, they're the racists.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it's just an interesting thought. Do you reckon that? And
Maybe.
then we got talking about. He goes, "Do you reckon dingoes hate dogs?" And then the conversation got a little bit off, and then it
I
started.
think dingoes might eat dogs.
I just think because they're a different species, it's not the same thing.
Yeah.
Humans are all the same species. That's like if we hated gorillas.
Well, it's like the Neanderthals, and then there was another type of human. They breeded together.
Really?
I think so.
What's
yeah.
a Neanderthal? Like a caveman?
That's the dudes with the big foreheads.
Eyebrow, like in Ice Age.
Yeah, the like the real caveman looking guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is good. Talking with Disney film analogies is great. The
Uh,
Disney guys.
Ice Age is not a Disney
not
film.
Disney.
Blue
Whatever.
Sky Studios.
Oh, sorry, Blue Sky Studios.
Yeah.
I thought it was
Really?
DreamWorks.
Nah, Blue Sky Studios.
That might be the only like
It is
really
on
good
Disney
animated
Plus.
film. Is
Saw
it?
it on there last night.
Maybe
Yeah.
they own, because they own Fox. Blue Sky's owned by 20th Century
Well,
Fox.
I was correct all along, guys. So there we go.
Can
And I'm
I
not
do
going to
my
rub it in. I'm
thoughts?
just being positive to myself, saying, "Go me," bit of self-assurance. You know?
Do we want to move on to one of Mike's thoughts through Keelan?
Yeah. What
Yeah.
did Mike tell you to
Okay,
say
so
on the show?
I've got 3.
Yeah.
Now, my first one is that... And
Why was there a reason why Mike couldn't come in?
Nah, he was
We
busy.
can't call him. Why don't we just call him now, Keelan?
yeah,
I'll
you
call
can
him.
if you
I'll
want.
call him just to get him on the show. We might as well hear them live. Like it's like because I know he's free today. He's kind of got holidays, so if we don't need Keelan to just read them.
Hang on, guys. Keelan's just ducking up for some reason as well.
Yeah,
I don't know why Keelan's like. Why did Keelan go?
I think do you need to use the bathroom or something, mate?
I think Keelan's
Too
gone
much
to the
creamy
toilet.
soda.
He's probably gone to.
Yeah.
Put it this way: if another warehouse poo arises, we have a
know it is.
culprit.
And all right, so
Are we calling Mike?
yeah, I'll just give you Mike a call just to hear his thoughts.
Hello, Radio Mike speaking.
Hey, Mike, how you going?
We're just doing the podcast.
Good, how are you?
Yeah, I'm well. You sound a bit sick.
Yeah, are you doing the podcast?
Yeah, we're
Yep.
doing the podcast now. We're recording. Actually, say
fuck,
hi to
is that-
everyone.
Fuck, is that Keelan dog still there?
Hey.
That guy.
Hey, Mike, this is actually episode 50.
It's our positive episode.
Yeah.
So
Hey
just
guys, how
tone
are
it
ya?
down
Hey,
about
Keelan,
4
how are you,
notches,
bro?
please.
Yeah, so just say
Sorry,
something
guys.
nice about Keelan.
Hey Keelan,
If you don't have anything to
So
say,
that's
just say
really
nothing
good.
at all.
creamy soda's really good.
Well, that was about creamy soda, but you know what? Close enough.
That was more of a Kirk's compliment.
Yeah. So we're calling you just to do thoughts. Keelan said you had some thoughts. We thought we'd hear them from you instead of just getting Keelan to read them.
Yeah, so I've got 3 thoughts.
Yeah.
So the first one is, and I've been thinking about it a lot recently,
Yeah.
right? So, ideally, right, a car
Yeah.
never touches anything except the ground.
Okay.
Like, it's just an interesting thought. You know what
Okay,
I mean?
but-
Like, your car will never really, ideally, your car never touches any other surface other than the ground.
But
Yes.
but like, what do you mean? Like a wall? Right.
Really touch anything.
But so that's like saying like socks. Ideally, if you're wearing shoes, don't touch the ground. But that's what they're designed to do.
Yeah, I guess so.
I would
Yeah,
I.
It's not really. It is a thought. It's a great thought, Mike. We love you.
love
and
the
love
thought.
the thought.
Love you.
Yeah.
It's just I feel like if you say ideally at the start of the sentence, it kind of negates the thought. Like ideally, I would become a millionaire, but it's not definitely going to happen. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like a car ideally would do what it's designed to do.
Yeah,
But it's-
well, I'll move on to the next one if you want.
Maybe.
Yeah, that's all right. Yeah, go ahead.
All right. So obviously, Star
And
Wars is.
by
hot
the way,
topic
Mike,
at the
sorry to
moment.
sorry to
yeah.
interrupt. Just if you don't have any good thoughts, maybe just don't say any at all.
No, this one's good. This
Okay.
one's good.
Okay.
Star Wars is sort of hot topic at the moment, and I
It
had
is.
this thought, right?
Yeah.
So, what does what does Darth Vader do
Yeah.
in his spare time? Like, does Darth Vader, like, eat meals? Does he, like, does he, like, go shopping? Does he online shop? Like, what does he do when he's not ruling the galaxy? You know what I mean?
That's a good thought, mate.
It's a similar question to asking, like, what does the president do?
Yeah, plays a lot of
but
golf.
It's a bit different.
It's just like when you're running an empire.
Well, I don't think he does because I actually read a comic book that kind of showed what he did when he wasn't being all evil and stuff. And he's just kind of a lump. Like, he's got no arms and one leg. He's just kind of hanging out in his Bacta tank thinking about Padme and be like, oh, I wish I could go for a walk.
Does he take the mask off?
Yeah, he does. Yeah, but he
He
can
has to
only
eat.
do that inside his tank.
So how does he eat?
Okay.
I think it's all IV tubes and stuff.
Oh.
Yeah, okay.
What a
I mean, he's
miserable life.
essentially just an evil Burns victim.
Yeah.
And we love
Yeah,
Darth
right.
Vader here.
Does he have one leg? Because he's in the movies, both got cut off.
Oh, maybe it's both. Maybe it's one arm. he
Anakin
has.
got completely like.
Yeah, he's just
all
like
his
a
limbs.
stump. Really, he's like an evil, angry,
Yeah.
burnt stump, kind of like a potato you left in the oven too long that hates you. And we love Darth Vader here.
Yeah, interesting.
Is there one more?
Well, I've got one more.
Okay, yeah, go for it, man. We're loving this so
So-
far. Just a bit of feedback. Loving this. Loving your
Yeah.
contribution.
Imagine if there was a new number between 3 and 4, and it was called Blent. So it's like 1, 2, 3, Blent, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, like that. And you'd be like
Would there be
21, 22, 23, 20 Blent, 24, 25, or like Blenty 1, Blenty 2, Blenty 3, Blenty Blent, Blenty 4, Blenty 5.
Blenteen?
Really great. Yeah, Blenteen.
Yeah.
100 and Blent, Blent 100, Blent million.
So how's it spelled? BLENT?
Yeah.
Yeah, BLENT. Like, you know, hey,
What would
here's a new-
Mike? What
here's a
would
new job.
What
We'll
would
pay you-
6
we'll pay you
minus Blent be?
for.
What's
Well, I
6
don't know
minus
how it
Blent?
works. I don't know how it works, but I'm just saying. Imagine. I guess 6 minus Blent would be
Be 3.5.
3.5. Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just interesting to think about. Like that's all. This is all part of the.
Or is it
thought,
between
what
3
you're
and 4?
saying.
I don't know.
Was it between 2 and 3?
Yeah, no, 3 and 4.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case, it'd be 4.5. Sorry, my
Great
my
maths,
Blenty
man.
math was
That's
wrong.
right. When we're inventing new maths, right? Sometimes this stuff happens.
Yeah,
you know,
you make
I bet when they
mistakes.
were inventing math, a lot of
Probably a lot of
equations got
mistakes.
wrong. Everyone makes mistakes, man. No worries. Mike, I've just got a question. It seems that when I talk to you on the phone, there seems to be a bit of an echo. Are you actually outside the warehouse right now?
Yeah, I am.
Oh,
well, just come
welcome.
in.
Here I am.
Come on.
Mike.
Oh, hey, mate. Hey, how you going? Oh,
Oh,
Keelan's
Keelan's
gone home sick.
Yeah, because remember he was sick.
Yeah,
Oh,
he
he
was sick.
was feeling quite sick.
Oh, how are you, dude? How was your holidays?
Oh man, it took me bloody 20 Blent minutes to get here.
Why were you just outside the warehouse? We didn't know you were coming in.
Because Keelan just said, "Hey man, I'm sick. You got to come in."
You
Oh,
made it
and
here
you were
quick.
here in like
Thank
20
you.
Blent minutes. That's
Yeah.
fast as.
Yeah.
What are you doing for episode 50 Blent?
No, episode 50.
I'm up to Blent 100 followers on my Instagram now, so I'm getting there.
What should we do? You know what? I've got the perfect idea for episode 50 Blent. We'll delete it. And it just won't come out. We'll just go straight to 55.
54.
Yeah. Sorry.
1, 2, 3 Blent 4.
Yeah.
Come on. it's simple blend maths.
Blent 100,
Sorry, my
Blent
bad.
100 and Blenty Blent.
Yeah.
Imagine saying that, but
Can
it's
you
not.
get Keelan back?
But it's not weird to say 444, but Blent 100 and Blenty Blent.
What have you been up to, mate? What have you did you get
Just
up to much on
making
the
up new
weekend?
numbers.
What? Yeah,
Just been
just been making up numbers. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
been
Why did
crazy.
you feel like the world, like we needed a new addition to the numerical
is it
system?
like-
I don't
which
know.
works, by the way.
What Blent?
Yeah, by the way, you left the warehouse door.
You shut the
I'll
front
go
door.
close it.
We
You
don't
guys
want-
keep doing.
Yeah,
podcast.
Keelan might get back in.
Is that
Okay.
enough thoughts, or should we do one listener one?
Oh, let's do a listener one. If
It's
you
just-
can,
I don't know
if
if we
you can
should
find it.
end it. It's been a long thought segment, but
Okay.
you know what? That's great.
Yeah, that's great, and we love the listeners here. We're super proud of our community, the most positive community ever for a single episode, and then straight away the most negative community ever for episode 51. That's great. We love that here.
You ready?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I I haven't read this, by the way. This is just the most recent one in our inbox from Cameron.
Yeah.
G'day, boys. Just had a thought earlier.
Okay. This is starting off strong. Like
if a reporter were to write an article
Mm-hmm.
and it had to do with farts,
Mm-hmm.
would it be called a farticle? No, that's great.
If
We
this
love
was-
all our
that-
input.
Yeah, we love input, and you know what I love above everything else? A red hot go. And that guy absolutely smashed it out of the park with an attempt, and that's great. We love attempts here because, without trying,
Yeah.
you can never succeed.
Exactly.
So you know what? Good try.
Now this is. Do you want to do one more attempt?
You don't have yeah, let's do one more attempt. Because otherwise, I think we might be scrolling
Yeah.
for the rest of the
This
episode.
one came
and we
in
love
from
that. We love
Riley. It was the
scrolling.
second most recent. It gives
Yeah.
you kind of the look. Sometimes we do filter these.
Yeah.
This is this is a raw dog, unfiltered.
Some might argue
Thoughts?
that filtering is censorship, which is an episode 51 type behavior. But this
Exactly.
one, we're just giving it to you raw.
Yep. If ghosts really do haunt people's houses, it must be really awkward when people have sex.
I've thought about that before. Like when I'm having sex, I'm like, if there was a ghost here, like,
Yeah.
what
Do you reckon
do
they're
they
just
do?
jacking it?
I
Why?
don't know.
Why would you be thinking about ghosts? Did you just kill her?
No, I'm just
Hey,
like,
whoa! We'll save that for episode 51.
I'm just asking you a question.
no, I just always
Christ.
think
There's
that.
no,
like,
we love Ted Bundy here.
I think about it. I think about it when I shower as well. Like,
Yeah.
ooh, cover up for the ghosts.
Yeah.
They don't have to see this, but then they're choosing to be there. I don't know. This seems like the quality of what
I would
Keelan
imagine that
bring.
if you were a ghost, there'd be a bit of a housing crisis. So if you could snatch up a bathroom somewhere to
Yeah.
haunt, you just take what you could get.
Because theoretically, if there are ghosts, right, all people turn into ghosts, which means it must
Yeah.
be bloody
Packed.
packed.
Yeah, and if you
not
want to
in
live in
there.
your own home, you might be stuck there with 6 generations of people who live there, especially if you're English, old country.
Yeah,
You know?
big families.
Yeah.
It says on the whiteboard here, you have a thing.
Guys, you're going to be so proud of me, Luke. You especially, right? I did a huge.
I'm always proud of you, by the way.
Thanks, mate.
Keep up the great work.
I did a huge adult big boy thing last week. Huge for me.
I mean, I saw you get dropped off here at the warehouse by your girlfriend, so it's definitely not getting your license.
yeah. Well,
Which is fine, by the way.
that is fine.
Keep being.
Yeah. Sorry, what? Huh? Oh. You're
Continue.
not saying. Okay.
No, I'm just not going to say anything.
Okay. Well, I did a big boy thing, right? Luke?
Yep.
Keelan? Oh, he's not here. Mike?
yes,
I bought a mattress.
what? I've done that.
You're 26. Don't brag about that.
I bought a mattress.
You've never had one?
I have never
No,
in
he-
my life bought a mattress.
He got his double one he currently has off the side of the road.
yeah.
And he's been sleeping on it for 8 years.
That's
8 years.
so bad.
Yeah, 8 years. Got it in 2012. It was a great find and it served me well. And let me just say, rest in peace and thank you for your service.
Is it back out the side of the road?
Back in its natural habitat.
Do you reckon it's
Return
going
it
to
back
get picked
to
up
nature.
again for
Yeah,
another
it's already
8
been
years?
picked up. The cycle continues, you know?
Do you reckon someone's going to have that till 2028?
A man can only hope, right?
Wow.
And I got to say, should have done this way earlier. I feel
How good is
great.
it?
So
You know
good.
how you always have a sore back?
Yeah.
Did you ever thought that might be part of the reason? That you're spending 1/3 of your life on something that you found on the footpath?
I would say that it's 70% a height issue,
Yep.
30%, well, 15%
A mattress issue.
mattress issue, right?
Well, that's great.
And I feel 15% better. It's great. It's so good. I got a koala mattress, not an advertisement. Fucking great.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know you can get them for free as an influencer.
You know, I messaged them and they said that your brand doesn't fit with our brand. And
I got
said, you know
offered-
what, mate? Fair enough.
I got offered, and if the thing is that they weren't willing
Yeah.
to pay me. It was like 3 years ago.
Mm.
Like, do you want a free mattress? You just got to do a video about it. And I
Yeah.
was like, nah,
Whole video. Nah.
nah.
Rather just pay the money.
Yeah, I was like, I'd just rather just.
Got it on sale, $800.
That's
No
pretty
worries. Yeah, pretty good.
Well done.
Yeah.
That's a great story. Positive.
Got that instead of a Gucci belt. So, you know, I'm moving up in the world.
You are really maturing.
Yeah, I
and
really
it
am.
shows.
Yeah.
I mean, you're still wearing a new Lacoste
Came,
jumper.
got it on sale, $80, down from 210. So, you know what? I'm a
$80
changed man.
jumper, really like.
Yeah.
It is a bargain.
Big
But do you
bargain.
think it's worth $200?
Uh,
No.
No.
Or do you
but-
think they upmarket it because you're paying for the brand a little?
Oh, you're paying to wear the giant logo that is so big that
I
if
couldn't even
I
read it.
don't go like this, you wouldn't know.
I couldn't
that it's
even read
the
it.
cost.
I thought it said,
But
go
you
back.
know what, man? I would
Yeah.
normally be like this. What does it say?
I thought it was, you know that game Line Rider, where you draw little loops for your little guy?
Here you
I
go.
thought it was a
I'm wearing
level of that.
Line Rider merch.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what I thought it was.
Well, you know what?
it's quite a cursive text.
You know this. I know this. The listeners know this. It's all about the subtle flex, all right? If you know, you know.
Right.
And if you don't know that I got it on sale,
You're
you'd
probably
be more
thinking
impressed.
Lewis is way too into Line Rider if you don't know. Like me.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, he's
Yeah.
pretty. I'm like, that game was cool, but it wasn't that cool.
Yeah.
Wouldn't wear the merch.
That's right.
I did want to talk about big news this week was the Golden Globes happened.
Yes.
And Ricky Gervais, one of my favorite comedians, probably a lot of people's favorite comedians.
You know what? With that performance he did at the Golden Globes, he crossed the threshold into my top 3.
I think he was always maybe in my top 3. Like his last special, Humanity, was like probably my favorite special of all time. Maybe. I think so.
Yeah.
I think it's the best special I've ever seen.
He's really, really
I don't
good.
remember like being that impressed.
My favorite's still the 2 Bill Burr specials, the black and white one,
Yeah.
and then I can't remember
The
the
one
name
with the
of
blue
it.
background is awesome.
The one where he talks about hitting women, which we love here.
The gold digging bit.
Yeah.
Is that's hard to be positive about some things, isn't
The
it?
joke, not the act.
Yes.
The act is
Because you had nothing positive to say. about it.
quick, change the subject.
Ricky Gervais did a monologue which you might have seen online already. If you didn't, definitely go check it out.
NBC put the full high quality version on their Twitter and watch it. It's not on YouTube or anything. It is so worth the watch. He does like, it was like he kicked open the doors of comedy straight into the faces of the people that would rather it be closed.
Dude, Tom Hanks
So good.
was hating it.
Hated it.
I've never seen a man more unimpressed
For
with
7 minutes he made this face.
He was like not even like deadpan. He was just like
Don't know about
actively like trying not to lose a job. That's
Yeah.
what pissed me off. Is like a bunch of Hollywood people literally
Yeah.
looking at each other, going, "If we laugh, we're fucked."
And
And I was like, "That's what a shitty society we live in."
That's what Ricky
It's a
Gervais's whole set basically
Yeah.
was you guys act so woke and you guys act like you're so progressive, but you're the ones flying around in private jets yelling about climate change. You're the ones working for companies like Amazon and Disney that destroy the planet. You're the ones who have
Yeah.
zero life experience because you've been a child actor since 15. Like,
I know half of them had the look of like what Draco Malfoy has, where he's like,
Yeah.
you know, Ricky Gervais makes a joke about them. They go, "Oh, wait till my father hears about this."
and their father is Apple.
Yeah,
Yeah, so good. And I loved it also because Ricky is not one of them. He came up broke as fuck. He came up really poor
Tully was
as
like
well.
40 as well. Tully
Yep.
really wrote The Office. Like I used to
Yeah.
listen to Ricky Gervais, Stephen Merchant, and Carl Pilkington
Yeah.
used to have a show that was really similar, like in the vibe. Not saying we copied or anything, because
But in terms of success level and brokenness.
success level, brokenness, and more just the way they used to talk about the radio station that they worked at. If you ever listened to our Triple M Modern Digital show, goddamn, there were some breaks that were like had this third guy that they met on the job, and very similar to you, Mike. And
Amplify the now.
it was just literally
A few times Mike during the songs we were like, guys, please stop. Because Luke and I knew, if this doesn't work out, podcast, no worries. Mike was like very new at SCA and was like, what you guys say reflects on me. And we were like, this guy could lose his job over us. No worries. We got podcasting.
Yeah.
And you're doing all right, aren't you, mate?
Yeah, I'm not doing bad.
Look at you pretending to be Keelan on a podcast.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Wow, things have changed.
We've really progressed. Do you remember when I read out a poem about Triple M Modern Digital, and immediately after, during the song,
Yes.
we got a call from Sydney saying, never do that again?
Oh yeah,
That was good.
good.
That
There was a
good
few
one.
times where like we'd be copied in on emails that you guys wouldn't be on and be like, "Hey guys, you need
Oh,
to make
really?
sure-"
Secret emails?
And
Really?
I
What did they
didn't-
say?
Just like, "Oh, hey guys, you got to make sure like the boys are making the brand look good and you know this is what happened." And I was just like, it's not, I don't know. I was just like,
It's not your job.
I didn't know how to handle it.
That's so funny.
But yeah.
One of my favorite jokes that he did at this model. Anyway, what I was saying was like, yes, he literally for years was like a struggling comedian on this crappy. It was called like XFM, this like shitty radio station in England, and they used to do this dog shit show, but it was amazing. Like, go back, they're still on YouTube. Those old episodes.
They're fucking. They're
brilliant. So funny.
Some of them are like fully animated. It looks like he's got his millions now, and he went back and he animated like almost all of them, paid to get them done, and they're fucking so good.
He was talking about his show Afterlife, but just blatantly plugging his Netflix show.
Yeah, if he did like 2 minutes of hilarious plugging,
he was
show.
just like, he said this joke. I forget what the joke was before. It was something like, you can go like how Netflix is taking over. You can go watch Afterlife season 1 now, which is about a guy who wants to commit suicide because his wife committed cancer, and that's still more fun than this.
Yeah,
and then he goes, season 2 is on the way. So in the end, obviously he didn't kill himself. Spoiler alert. Just like Jeffrey Epstein. And then everyone goes, ooh, and he goes, shut up. I know he's your friend, but I don't care.
You know what went underappreciated? The thing
That
he
was
said
great.
straight after that, where he goes, I know you're all his friend, and everyone's laughing, and then he goes, so you probably had to take your own planes here.
Yeah.
Because the whole thing was everyone was getting on his plane going to Pedophile Island.
That's funny.
So fucking good.
This one was my favorite joke. I mean, that one was probably like the best one. That was the most fuck you. But this one I just thought was hilarious. We can't play these jokes, by the way, because we'll get copyrighted. So I've just looked
We have to read them.
But
they're all written by Ricky.
Go watch the set. I don't want to spoil too much of it, but that was a great one. And by the way, I like James Corden, but people just need to get it. It's a joke, right? Yeah. He goes, the world got to see James Corden as a fat pussy. He was also in the movie Cats, but no one saw that. It's just it's like such a beautifully crafted
It's just
joke.
pure
And people were
good
like,
writing.
I saw some article that was like, oh, Ricky Gervais hates James Corden. It's like, they're probably friends. They're both like comedians.
If James is a comedian worth anything, he would be like, wow, great
James
joke.
Corden's show is good. And good on him. And yes, Cats sucked, but there was heaps of
That's
famous...
also not James Corden.
No, there was heaps of famous actors in that. Like Judi Dench did it.
Yeah.
Like
I loved his joke about her. She loves nothing more than sitting down on the floor, stretching out her leg and licking her own minge.
Yeah.
I love that the only words they censored was fuck off and minge.
Yeah. At the end, he ended it with saying, have a great time, get drunk, take your drugs, fuck off.
So good.
It was awesome.
It's just, I feel
it
like...
made me like relieved. I was like, oh, like,
Yes.
like you know how sometimes like I'm not disheartened, but sometimes I'm just like, wow, what a sad
You see the backlash that other comedians get, or even shit like Kevin Hart getting
scared. It's just more like, what a sad reality that like, not comedy's dead, but it's just like
that people are so scared to
do it,
to do, see, and enjoy comedy like that. Because it's all in good fun. Ricky Gervais is like not a bad person. He's a great human. He does so much stuff for charity.
Yeah.
He'll joke about someone and then he'll never like harass them online afterwards. You know what I mean? Like it's very like I tell my joke in my show and then I'll leave you the fuck alone.
The only reason why people would ever hate him, and if you do dislike him, I bet it's because he just said something once that you didn't like. That's the only reason why anyone hates him. And that's more on you than it is on him.
Yeah.
Because if someone says something you don't like, doesn't mean they're a bad person. Like if someone says, if I watch TV and someone says something I don't like, I'll be like,
whatever.
I don't care.
Yeah. I loved it because it's like, yeah, Ricky did his thing and that's awesome. But it's not just Ricky. It's also all of the people that hired him and took the risk and approved all the jokes.
Do you reckon
probably
he ran them by someone?
Look, if I was Ricky and it was my fifth time, fourth at minimum.
The whole
fourth,
time he was just like, he'd do a fuck joke and then he'd be like, it's my last time, fuck off.
I don't care.
He was
fuck
like, I
you.
don't care. He's like, I never did, but
last time, I don't care.
I
Never
like he
doing
was
it
just
again.
having a beer the whole time.
Yeah.
Like as well.
It is good. It was just like, I don't give a fuck, roasting all of you, getting my money and getting the fuck out.
You know what I think does a great job here in Australia? And Australia is next level sensitive. Like it's gross. Like free-to-air TV, the comedy on that.
Garbage.
Have you been paying attention? It's an awesome show. And after that, it just goes down pretty quick.
Yeah.
Right? But Hughesy, I always think, does an awesome job at the Logies.
Yeah, he does.
Really does a great job. And there's always news articles going, did Hughesy go too far? And it's like he made some joke about a couple that got divorced on the block.
Yeah.
And it's like, he called out their divorce. Dude, that's not edgy.
No.
It's just a fact.
That's not even close to the line. That's just like, oh, that might be uncomfortable maybe if you were those two.
At least he does push the envelope to a point.
Yeah.
So as much as he can do being on mainstream radio, the reason why Ricky can do whatever the fuck he wants is because he got paid $40 million to do a Netflix
one
special.
special.
So he's not relying.
That's one paycheck. Just off that 40 mil, you could never work again.
It's taxed, but
and you could live off interest for the rest of your life. Even if you got taxed half and you only had 20. That's still like 30 Australian
he
almost.
also owns the rights to The Office.
Yeah, I know.
Which would be a pretty big.
I'm saying like you could live off that one paycheck. He's got fucking
and does arenas
100 and all the arenas and all that.
But that's why I think it's cool. That's why Dave Chappelle says whatever the fuck he wants. It's kind of sad that you have to get to a point of that level of success to not care anymore. Like really, we do think about that. Like sometimes I'll run a joke by you. I'm like, do you reckon that's too fucked? Because we're just worried about.
My answer is always. Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, and like we do it at our shows. So if you want to say fuck shit, come to our shows. But like, we'll never put it online. Maybe just I don't know.
Well, it's even stuff like YouTube recently took down a video from 2014 of mine because there was a kid in it for the new policies. Yeah. So I wanted to do a video about how those laws about children's safety on YouTube are affecting that whole industry. But I don't think I'm going to make it because I'm obviously talking about kids. So you would have to talk about...
You're not allowed to talk about kids?
You're not allowed to make fun of kids and you're not allowed to bully kids. But like, what does that mean? Do you know what I mean?
Well, like, there's like heaps of videos of
Can I make fun of the... Like, I would never bully the child.
What's considered a kid? Under 14?
I think so.
Good. Because I got a lot of videos of like me talking about Jacob Sartorius.
Yeah, but like shit
like
that.
He wasn't a kid. He was 15, I guess, 16 probably.
And if
I stopped doing those videos because I didn't feel that morally that good about it afterwards. Like I didn't care. I'm not going to take them down. I don't feel bad about it. I didn't say anything that I regret.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, looking at it from an outside perspective, I was like, this is just a 19-year-old guy trying to get clicks on the internet.
Yeah.
Is how I look back at my some of my old videos, and I was like, I was just trying to get views.
It
worked.
Yeah.
And I'm also some of my most viewed videos on my channel, and people keep doing them. I'm like, I want to just mix it up, man. I want to do other shit that's not bagging kids because it's easy. Because it was cringe.
Yeah.
I just wanted to do something different.
So yeah, it's just shit like that. But whereas like, in the live element, you can't get banned. No one can stop you from doing it. No. So it's like definitely go.
And also, you bought a ticket. You know what you've paid for.
Yeah.
Or at least you know in the whereabouts.
Yeah.
I still get people after shows going, "Oh, I didn't like that," and you're like,
Too
"Cool,
bad.
You came.
Yeah.
You sat. You didn't like it.
So what?
Sometimes you buy a T-shirt that you don't like.
Do
you take it back? Like, I guess, but not if you've worn it already.
Not if you just didn't like the T-shirt. Really, you shouldn't have bought it.
You made your bed, lay in it.
So I think that's really cool. Yeah. What Ricky did. It was like a big. It was like really affirming for me of like, yes, this path is still viable, and people. That's what people
Andrew
truly
Schultz
want
in America. Kind of did the thing of making it through that avenue of like, but really to make it through that avenue. Isaac Butterfield has done it here of like making it by going fuck you. So like there is a way to do it. You've done it a lot as well. It was like I kind of just like do whatever.
I think that it was seeing it in such a mainstream avenue and seeing
that's why it's cool. Seeing Tom Hanks hate it made me like it more.
Yeah,
I think.
And seeing regular people
Ellen
love it.
laughing was great.
Yeah, because she's a stand-up comedian.
Give a fuck.
She's a brilliant comic.
So is also Richard. Probably doesn't care. She's not going to lose her show.
Yeah, I think it was cool to see, and it's cool to see people like actual humans, regular people on Twitter going, "This is fucking great." Yeah. There was a little bit of outrage, but the replies to all the outrage is just, it's a joke. You're intentionally misinterpreting it. Yeah. Like I saw some stupid article. I might do a video about this from Vice saying that Ricky Gervais is disgusting because he was punching down. He was making fun of the most famous rich people in the entertainment industry.
He made fun of
Disney, Apple, Amazon, Jeffrey Epstein. Like all of his jokes were about incredibly famous people and mega corporations.
And he also like took the piss out of himself.
Yes.
And acknowledged that like he should have been cancelled from Twitter by that. Oh yeah, because Kevin Hart lost a job over that hosting the Oscars.
It's like the complete
he got
opposite
in trouble
of
for
Kevin
doing
Hart.
a joke about trans or something like that recently, which I think is what he was referring to. There was a little bit of outrage a few months ago.
Oh, Ricky was.
With Ricky,
yeah, there was. Yeah, that was from his latest special, I think.
Oh, the Caitlyn Jenner bit.
Oh no, maybe he was tweeting about that Jessica Yaniv woman who I'm actually writing a joke about.
But yeah, I just thought it was really cool to see. As like a comedian, it made me like, it was just like a bit of hope. I'm like, oh, there's still not even an audience for this. I'm like, there's still an audience
It can
for this.
succeed in a mainstream environment.
Yeah.
It was like, it was
cool.
more so the executives taking the risk and realizing, oh, this is what people actually want.
Yep.
Because for so long, especially in Australia, they've been doing this safe, non-offensive,
See, I think
box ticking comedy.
because you brand yourself as like a bit of an edgy comedian than me, I think I get it more. Like when I do say something edgy, I cop it more
Yeah.
than you do. Like
Yeah.
some jokes in my show this year, do people ever come up to you after shows and tell you that they thought it was offensive?
Very rare.
Like I got it maybe like 5 times throughout the tour this year.
I
I
got it a
only
couple
did like
times.
33 shows.
Yeah.
And it was just people blatantly going like, oh, I was offended at this. And I was like, okay. I was like, hope you like the rest of the show. Like, what do you want me to do?
Yeah, it's
Funny.
I know this is episode 50, but
By the way, that's 5 people out of thousands.
what these people could consider is, oh, you just didn't like it when I got to your neighborhood. Everything else, totally fine. Oh, this one affects my feelings.
That was legitimately, it wasn't that, by the way, people who saw my show, even my special, it was not the jokes you're thinking. It wasn't the 9/11 bit people offended about.
Yeah.
It wasn't the thing. It was the bit about like, something that directly affected them.
Yeah.
I made fun of like, I forget.
If you laugh at the 9/11 joke,
Some royal fan hated the Princess Diana one.
Yeah.
Because she was, but not because
my favorite.
of the reference of the transgender thing. If you see the joke, don't quote me out of context. But yeah,
Is that
watch
in your
the
special?
joke. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
In the
well
special.
go watch it. It's
a
that's
great
that's
joke.
that's probably my favorite joke you've written.
Yeah. It's a clever joke, really.
It's just a good joke.
Yeah. And but she wasn't mad about it, this lady, because it was maybe a joke that involved the word transgender, I guess, and a sex change. She was mad about it because I mentioned Princess Diana.
Oh.
And I was like, you're missing
Get over
the
it.
point.
Happened a long time
Also,
ago.
a fact.
Yeah.
I didn't kill her because it's a positive episode and
Yeah.
would never confess to a murder on this episode.
Episode 51, you might find out some shit that Luke's been up to in 40 years ago.
What was that, 3?
Yeah, when you were an
No.
embryo.
Oh, wasn't it the 90s?
Was it?
Yeah.
Or maybe it was.
Mike,
My mum
can you
cares about
look
it.
that
Probably
up?
in the 90s.
When did Princess Diana?
When did Luke Kill die?
31st of August, 1997.
Yeah. I was 1.
Oh.
Yeah, I could have
Man,
done
you
it.
would have good motor skills.
I would have had to have very good motor skills.
Or very bad motor skills. Because it was...
It's
Sorry,
gonna-
as we get closer to
No,
episode
it's-
51, the tide's slowly turning.
It's the positive episode. People are going to like, great princess died joke, Lewis. Keep it up. All right, I think that's the end of the
yeah,
episode.
we need to end it there, guys. Thank you very much for listening,
Mike,
watching.
thanks for filling in for
liking.
Keelan.
No, thanks,
Towards
guys.
the end there.
Is
Thanks.
Keelan doing all right? Have you been texting him when he left?
He'll be good in 3 or blent days.
Yeah. Yeah, all right. Yeah, great. Well, that's
Now,
good.
should we all end with the ceremonial dance that I invented that didn't get picked up very well?
That wasn't well received by the
Oh,
audience.
you know
Yeah,
what? We
do you
actually
guys
got a
want-
really good video and forgot to post it. 2 girls did it outside the Sydney Opera House
Oh,
with
what?
cones on their head. We never
We
really...
should post that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should do that. All right. Well,
Can you resend that if you're the girl? We met them at the Sydney show. It was great.
This might be the only chance that you get a 100% positive reaction to your dance.
Yeah.
So would you like
Wanna
to?
front
Only
center?
you guys have to do it as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If there's enough room, but I'll try my best. All right. Are you ready? Would you like to get into position?
Is someone going to do it with me?
Yeah, I can
Yeah.
do it. Lewis isn't very good at it. Sorry, I meant he wasn't.
No, I just don't. I never
could
have
be
enough
great.
room because a step for me is 2 for you guys. So I just get on everyone's way. I'll play the music and then I'll do my best. All right. 1, 2, 3. Try your best.
Sounding off. Thanks for listening to the most positive episode ever. Leave a positive comment, smash that like button,
We want
and
this to be our most liked episode
give
ever.
your friend a hug.
Yep, episode 51.
Call your mum.
Get ready and call her a cunt. But not today.
today.
That's episode 51 behavior. I'm just giving you guys a taste. This is all positive. Here on out. Like the videos. See you later.